I'm real excited for this one. Hey, y'all. This is, this is a game I've mentioned a lot, and I think I've tried to stream this like 2 or 3 times now. More than that. I've tried to stream this a lot, actually. Um, I've, like, on my desktop, there's, like, the failed remains of, like, me trying to run this in DOSBox, me trying to run this in a virtual machine, a number of other bits, because I wanted to show off the videos that this game has as well, but we're just going to use the technology of YouTube to do that instead. So, this is Alpha Centauri. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is an absolute favorite of mine. One second here. I have to adjust. Audio is going to go in and out as I audio loses focus, so don't you worry about that too much. But what I do have is, before we start even jumping into the game here, which is something we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and jump in. I don't know who we'll play as here today, but, yeah, first thing I want to show you 2 bits. So first, let me tab out, and we're going to watch the opening cutscene. Thanks, YouTube.
Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden. He drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword which turned every way, to keep the way of the tree of life. The Conclave Bible, Data Links.
Earth 2060. A small group of colonists leaves the ravages of Earth for a distant planet orbiting Alpha Centauri's primary star. Their ship, the United Nations starship Unity, carries them on their journey to a new world and a new hope for humankind. Along the way, a reactor malfunction damages the Unity, precipitating a crisis among the ship's 7 most powerful leaders. As they enter the Alpha Centauri system, the crew splits into 7 distinct factions, divided not by nationality, but by ideology and their vision for the new world. After the ship breaks apart, the 7 leaders guide their chosen crew down to the surface of planet, seeking their destiny beneath an alien sky.
So, this game was, like, super impactful to me when it came out, or when I guess when I picked it up, because as a teen, if you throw a game that has like really distinct ideologies and presentation at you, rather than like the way that a normal education system throws things at you, it sticks a lot better. Um, so yeah, this game is a civilization-ish game. It actually takes off the ending of Civ 2 when you do the space exploration bit, and go to space. But rather than having factions based on historical leaders, we instead have factions based on ideology, based on an idea and a person. One other thing we're going to quick go over before we start is the original manual, which was 250 pages, including a 50-page there's not advanced customization. Where's Newston? There's also not Newston. There's like a little novel bit as well in here. I don't know exactly where it's. Is it before this? Anyway, but this manual goes into incredible detail about everything. We're not gonna touch on everything. I just want to quick give you an idea of the 7 factions before we start, because if you're not familiar with them, the interplay of the game may not make sense. They're our starting point, and they're so great. The factions that we have in this game are really cool because they're presented as, again, competing all ideologies, not presented as like a painted over good and evil, but rather, think like here. So we'll start here, and I'll just quick go through this. Yeah. The human factions of the planet are not divided by race, language, or place of origin. Each faction is guided by the vision of its leader. These visions, in turn, give the faction a unique set of advantages and disadvantages. By comparing strengths of your faction to the parameters of a customized planet, you either give yourself an edge or set up a new unique challenge to overcome. You're likely to find the game more enjoyable if you pick a faction you can empathize with, even if you don't necessarily agree with everything they profess. So we're starting with Gaia's stepdaughters, led by Lady Deirdre Sky. The Gaians are determined to not repeat the environmental mistakes of old Earth. They seek to live at peace with planet. They start out with a Centauri ecology, technology, and advanced abilities to interact with native life, including the ability to move freely through xenofungus squares and gather extra nutrients in the fungus. Their empathy with planet, just the planet is named Planet, gives them the ability to place ravaging wild mindworms directly under their control. Their experience with the recycling systems make their base more efficient, but their pacifist leanings undermine the ability of their military units, and they resent police control in times of crisis. Because of negative environmental consequences, Gaians cannot make free market economics. See page 136. So these are the heavily environmentalist faction who wants to live with planet as it is. They don't seek to terraform it into a different image. They seek to, but they also want to learn from the mistakes of Earth. They're also heavily opposed to other factions we'll see here. A lot of these factions have direct competition where it's very hard to have the University of Planet and the Believers see eye to eye, for instance. The Human Hive, led by Chairman Shenji Yang. This faction is ruled under harsh collectivist / authoritarian principles. The good of the individual is totally subordinate to the state. They are isolationist and militaristic. The Hive begins with the doctrine loyalty technology. The bases are built underground, giving them the equivalent of a pre-installed perimeter defense. Their population growth and industrial development are above average, but their economy tends to lag behind. The Hive cannot make democratic social choice. So here we have the everything in function for the state is the Hive here, and we'll be seeing how Yang plays differently. University of Planet, led by academician Prohar Zakharov. University are completely dedicated to research and the free exchange of information. They are rumored to sometimes put pursuit of knowledge ahead of ethics. They start the game with information network technology, one additional bonus tech. Each university base has a free network node and founded. University research progresses quickly, but their open access philosophy makes them susceptible to attack by probe teams. While their callous elitism can easily lead to unrest among the workers, the university cannot make the fundamentalist social choice. So this is knowledge and research above everything, and that leads them to be morally questionable, and also like you can see again they kind of mention the pros and cons here. Here to get my nerves stabled. Oh yeah, we've got that. Morgan Industries, led by CEO Nabudike Morgan. The Morganites are organized along corporate lines and dedicated to the laissez-faire capitalist economic principles. They start the game with 100 energy credits in the industrial-based technology and receive a bonus to all income from commerce between factions. The Morganites have expensive tastes, making it difficult for them to support units in the field, and require them to build hab complexes before any of the population bases can exceed 4 citizens. The Morganites cannot make the planned economic social choice. So, Morgan is the capitalist extreme set, and it makes them very interesting. Because, like, they have a lot of problems to deal with on that level. Spartan Federation, led by Colonel Corazon Santiago. The Spartans are paramilitary survivalists. They believe in both a right and duty to keep and bear arms. Spartans start the game with doctrine, mobility, technology, and a fast scout rover. They do not pay extra for prototypes. Morale of their units is exceptionally high, and their citizens accept strict police controls as necessity, but their extravagant military needs weigh down industrial operations. Spartans cannot make the wealth social choice. The Spartans believe in, again, they're called the survivalists for a reason. We're on a completely we're on a completely new planet with unknown threats. We need to make sure that military is first and foremost, and that everything else is secondary. When you live on a completely unknown planet with aliens who attack you on the regular, it's understandable. Start with the Jeep best faction. If you take free market economics and negative military sports penalties and working so bad you can't leave your own territory. Okay, the Lord's Believers, led by Sister Miriam Godwinson. The Believers seek a life of prayer and religious worship. Because of the strength of their convictions, they get a bonus when attacking their enemies. They start the game with social psych. Believers are resistant to pro-brainwashing, but susceptible to the suspicion of secular science retards their research efforts in the meaning of to push backwards. That's an unfortunate word choice, but it's not being used in the pejorative sense. And the belief that planet is their promised land sometimes interferes with their ecological sensitivity. The believers cannot make the knowledge social choice. Yes, they do not research for the first 10 years. So that's their main drawback as a faction. But yeah, so Miriam and Zakharov are very opposed. Morgan and Deirdre are... Oh, sorry, I actually forgot. Lal, of course I forgot Lal. Peacekeeping forces, led by Commissioner Pravin Lal. Peacekeepers exist to support the humanitarian principles of the United Nations Earth, the organization that initially commissioned the Unity Expedition of Centauri. They start the game with biogenics. The idealism of this faction attracts an intellectual elite, but their society possesses a tendency towards bureaucratic inefficiency. The bases can exceed normal population limits by 2 due to experiments with parliamentary maneuvering. Parliamentary. I was thinking paramilitary again. Parliamentary maneuvering allows votes count double when councils convene for elections of a governor or supreme leader. You cannot choose the police state social choice. There's a ton of other bits here. I just wanted to touch on the 7 different factions before we jump on in. Seriously, this manual goes into literally everything you could possibly want to know about the game. Like, it's 250 pages. It's 250 pages and contains a small novel, if I remember right. So, faction leaders are one of the biggest highlights of this game for me. Yes, same here. The faction leaders are what really, like, makes the game what it is to me. Yeah, let me get everything set up to go back to the game window here. Because they're so very different than playing with, a historical leader. We're not playing with, we're gonna go huge map of the planet, talent, customize rules, please. Save restore. We don't want. I don't think we care about any of these. These are the different victory conditions. Transcendence is effectively the end goal game tech victory. Diplomatic is being a sizable enough nation to just vote yourself the ruler of the world. Economic is a buyout. Co-op lets you win as multiple factions. Do or die basically means that, like, if you get eliminated really early, you're out. Sure, why not? Alright. So here again, we have our 7 different factions. Deirdre Sky, Shinji Yang, Zakharov, Uge Morgan, Colonel Santiago, Sister Miriam, and Prophet Lau.
As the Americans learned so painfully in Earth's final century, free flow of information is the only safeguard against tyranny. The once chained people whose leaders at last lose their grip on information flow will soon burst with freedom and vitality. But the free nation gradually constricting its grip on public discourse has begun its rapid slide into despotism. Beware of he who would deny you access to information, for in his heart he dreams himself your master. Commissioner Pravin Lal, UN Declaration of Rights.
One of my other things I loved about this game is that it's voiced. We have a lot of different quotes in the data links that for everyone. You can customize factions in here. You can also make your own factions. You can change factions just by going in eye and eyes. Let's go let the others have their quotes.
The righteous need not cower before the drumbeat of human progress. Though the song of yesterday fades into the challenge of tomorrow, God still watches and judges us. Evil lurks in the data links, as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Blessed Struggle.
Oh God, all these are bringing a ton of these back. Like, again, one of the things that I absolutely love about the factions is that, yeah, you always just say President Arc is mentioning like the like Miriam is a lot deeper of a character than you might immediately think based on the faction here. That sort of stuff is really cool about the game.
Superior training and superior weaponry have, when taken together, a geometric effect on overall military strength. Well-trained, well-equipped troops can stand up to many more times their lesser brethren than linear arithmetic would seem to indicate. Spartan Battle Manual.
And like, you know, Morgan here has a charisma that's there's a specific quote we'll get to later that's beautiful.
Human behavior is economic behavior. The particulars may vary, but competition for limited resources remains a constant. Need as well as greed have followed us to the stars, and the rewards of wealth still await those wise enough to recognize this deep thrumming of our common pulse. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
The substructure of the universe regresses infinitely toward smaller and smaller components. Behind atoms we find electrons, and behind electrons quarks. Each layer unraveled reveals new secrets, but also new mysteries. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Morgan, I think, is my favorite VA. Agreed.
Learn to overcome the crass demands of flesh and bone, for they warp the matrix through which we perceive the world. Extend your awareness outward, beyond the self of body, to embrace the self of group and the self of humanity. The goals of the group and the greater race are transcendent, and to embrace them is to achieve enlightenment. Chairman Shin Ji-yang, SS on Mind and Matter.
And our last one.
In the Great Commons at Gaia's Landing, we have a tall and particularly beautiful stand of white pine, planted at the time of the first colonies. It represents our promise to the people and to planet itself, never to repeat the tragedy of Earth. Lady Deirdre Sky, Planet Dreams.
Alright. Now we gotta decide who we're playing as. In the early game, choice is pretty meaningful throughout. As I mentioned, like, the believers don't have tech for quite some time, whereas the Spartans have just the far and away best military units. I find that I tend to play... Yang has some fascinating lines when you read between the lines. Everything he says is horrible. There's, again, it's a beautiful tapestry. I find University and basically it's Zakharov, Deirdre, and Santiago that I end up playing as a lot. Wonder if we'll get the story mode if I go in on here. Stepdaughters are the ones that feel most correct for the story bits. Planet Dreams, the piece that Deirdre's quote is from her communications. So yeah, we can go with the stepdaughters. We're gonna get quotes from everyone as we get things, so no worries there.
In the Great Commons at Gaia's Landing, we have a tall and particularly beautiful stand.
Alright. All contact with Earth has been lost after Captain Garland. Oh no. Chaos. So, assassination by an unknown assailant. The crew may need split into factions. Chaos. The ensuing conflict. Some seize control of the Union colony pods. So, we gotta name our first base. And I'll kind of start going through what we have as our... Wait, no, you don't put a... Sly 01. I kind of like Sly 01 a lot. Like even landing, but this is gonna be Sly 01. Okay. Oh, did it put a bunch of spaces at the end of that? Huh? There we go. Alright, so what do we got here? We get to see, I haven't gone check spacing med in a long time. We can see kind of what we have. We have 3 different resources: food, minerals, and energy. Each of these is, again, it's very Civ here as far as gameplay goes. We have a number of folks down here, equal to the population of the base, and then go work in different spots. You can see the growth rate, which point it'll be an extra person here. Do we need to change? Because I need a unit to go out. We also can set up the auto governor and tell it to discover, conquer, build, explore. You can
Insufficient energy.
hurry a unit with energy credits. It's your money. This kind of shows you, okay, it's gonna be
energy.
19 to finish. That's because we're effectively getting 4 minerals worth, or 2 minerals, which becomes 4 energy a turn into it. Here we can nerve stable the drones. We don't have to do this, but you know, we could. Alright, let's go kind of take a look around. We don't want to leave too far because we don't have any units in our base. This is just a normal scout patrol. Very green. But these little bits here, alright, these squares are dropped pods from the Unity.
Nutrient resources.
A survey pod from the Unity located abundant resources. Every time I move, it is just going ahead and completing the turn right now. So that was too... what does nerve stapling do? Nerve stapling forces compliance for 10 turns. If there's a riot going on. For instance. Anyway, here we can go ahead and, because there's a resource nodule there, we can go ahead and move over and we can grow in 7 turns instead.
Mineral resources.
And here's a mineral resource. This allows us to construct. It's also a war crime, indeed. Everyone will get quite mad at you about it.
Production complete.
Alright, so, formers. This is a terraformer. They can do all sorts of things. You could do manually, but you're not going to. Like, you can, again, yeah, you can even use them to raise and lower mountains. This is our current terraform menu. But what we're actually going to do is, I think it's Shift A. So we have this now set to automatic. This is a normal bit that you do in all sorts of these types of games. Ooh, we have a secret project available to us. The weather paradigm. Secret projects are cool in that they give you, they're like wonders. Only one person can construct them. You get help on it. Increase terraforming speed for all tasks except for remove fungus. Your formers can build condensers and boreholes and may raise or lower terrain even if you haven't discovered tech for it. In here we have all the secret projects. There's a bunch of them. Xeno Empathy Dome. Each of these has a cool video. They're wonder. Yeah, they're like wonders in that only one faction can have it constructed. They have a cool video. I've said that a bunch, but we're gonna show those when they come up. Yeah, the Dream Twister. Prerequisite: the will to power. Plus 50 psi attack. If my memory of the Dream Twister is correct, this is a offensive weapon that prevents the like town, the city that it's aimed at, like anyone in its vicinity, from sleeping. But its effect is psi attack. But we have a ton of these that are all like the self-aware colony. This has one of the best videos out of all of them. There's Hunter-Seeker algorithm, which is immunity to probe teams. If you are Zakharov, you blitz to this and you become invincible. All sorts of these. Space elevator. They're all they're wonders, but they're sci-fi cool things. This is the data links. The data links here has everything we could possibly want on anything. Here's a copter. Here's police state. Police state use oppression to keep their citizens in line and allow their leaders great power over military decisions. Oppression of this type also decreases economic efficiency. Requires doctrine loyalty. Sucker for sci-fi technobabble, yeah. Again, this was like such a huge thing for me, and I love this game not only for like the game as well, but all the cool sci-fi and like political stuff it has within it. Anyway, we want a scout patrol. Yeah, that's fine. All right, you're gonna hold it home. All right, so now we can go ahead and choose what direction we're going to research in. You can turn on a flag at the beginning to just say, choose my next research. Or you can just have it be, I'd like to go in some of these directions. Explore is a, like, yeah, it's colonization, probably. They're each here. Discover pure knowledge, build wealth and infrastructure, conquer direct military.
Turn complete.
I have no active units at the moment, so we're just gonna get.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
All right.
Turn complete.
So now this this 3-1 square is now a 4-1 square.
Production complete.
And now we have a second unit here. They go into this 3 square, and we can build things real quick. So we're going to build a couple scout patrols, start looking around the area, maybe find a good place to build, and then we can start on the weather paradigm and get that built out for us. Building a road. Roads, you can move 1/3 of a space over a road.
Production complete.
And you want to build 1 former, please. Uh-oh, a mindworm. Mindworm, one of the planet's feared life forms, can appear suddenly near fungus squares. Mindworms viciously attack settlements. So if I... Mindworm. I want... There it is. Mindworms and other alien creatures engage in psi combat, which weapon and armor strengths are ignored. The attacker is given a 3-2 advantage on land. So, mindworms are the barbarians equivalent of this game. If we're again talking about like a civ, they are the world putting pressure on you to, build defenses. But yeah, there's not only are there like so much, they're so much cooler than barbarians. They fight on a different axis. They use psionic combat, which means that like your normal defenses and normal even like military applications just do not apply to a mindworm. But we're oh my god, sorry, I saw this little thing here and it made me think of the screen in Chandelar when you like beat save a town and like they're all thankful. This is what that reminds me of. It's like, oh, you saved our road. Anyway, because we're Deirdre, sometimes you can just capture them.
Bot recovered.
Well, yep, okay, that's fine.
Nutrient resources.
Oh! We've discovered a data pod from the Unity. Chief Librarian is installing it to the data links now.
Resources exist to be consumed, and consumed they will be. If not by this generation, then by some future. By what right does this forgotten future seek to deny us our birthright? None, I say. Let us take what is ours, chew and eat our fill. CEO Nwabude K. Morgan, The Ethics of Greed.
The Ethics of Greed. That's literally the book this is from, out of Nwabude K. Morgan's stuff. I mean, what? It's there, I'll use it. Again, I love it. I love it. I don't love capitalism, mind you. I love the idea, all of this presentation of it. I find it beautiful. The idea, suspect. Also, so that gets us synth metal armor. So this is our neat little unit design workshop. This gets really cool. It sucks so bad in the rules. Yes, exactly. You get it. This is a really cool bit as we go along, because the way units in this game work, we're going to get a ton of different weaponry, armor, chassis, reactor, and even abilities. And so we can make different prototypes. Maybe we want a psionic buggy that's ready to go around and find mine worms. Maybe we want a super defensive unit for our house,
Indigenous
Oh!
life forms.
Alright, hold on. We got this. Morale becomes quite important inside combat, yes. Oh, come on! Alright. Our brood trainers and miners gain experience and nurture their unit to larval mass status. Ah, crap. Unity researchers have discovered secrets of the human brain. So there's some tech that when you get it, you just get a second tech. If you're the first one to discover it, university basically always gets these.
Production complete.
Repair damaged unit, move it to your base, and have it skip it its entire turn. You can repeat this for several turns.
Invalid command.
Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a second former get spit out, and then we're going to go ahead and have you... Ooh! The Merchant Exchange. +1 energy at every square at this base. They always get secrets, but they almost always get the rest of them, too. This is just a makes one base way better one. Colony Pod is the, building a new base button. It lowers the population of your base by 1 when it's built. So we'll go from 2 to 1. Oh, come on. Come on.
We hold life to be sacred, but we also know the foundation of life consists of a stream of codes, not so different from the successive frames of a watch vid. Why then cannot we cut one code short here and start another there? Is life so fragile that it can withstand no tempering? Does the sacred brook no improvement? Chairman Shenji Yang, Dynamics of Mind.
Got a frames of a watch vid. So you can see this unlocks recycling tanks. We probably want to build recycling tanks if I'm being real here. Why don't we just cut paste? Guardians discover biogenics, their first research breakthrough since Planetfall. University made one 8 years ago. Alright, what's the cost on a recycling tank? 13 turns. Can I hurry that?
Insufficient energy.
100. Oh my god. What do we want to do? We're supporting one too many forces. Really? Disband Scout Patrol? Confirmed. Activate self-destruct overload sequence. I love that button so much.
Unit lacks required ability.
Oh, damn.
Indigenous life form.
We have found a mysterious monolith. Why would we ever not always investigate monolith? Alright, so the monolith upgraded our unit to pre-boil. And now we got double worm, that's pretty good. Okay, it looks like we've got some room over here for like 2 cities. We definitely want to build by the monolith. Monoliths are really good things to build on. Maybe a C1 here, like one up in this position here and one up in this position over here. The actual optimal spacing is you just want to make sure that you're 4 away effectively. So if I want optimal spacing, this is the most optimal. Or, sorry. 1, 2. This is the most optimal. Because then you don't have overlap. The nutrient patch. Do we have the... Oh, yeah, down south, the nutrient patch. That's a good one as well. Yeah, there's a lot of analogs in this game of, like... And we're going to go ahead and have you move your unit here. Yep. Slio 1 is prospering.
Insufficient energy.
58. Let's let that take a turn and we'll make partial payment later. You can hold.
Mod recovered.
Another xenofungal bloom. That's horrible for everyone but us.
Resources.
The righteous need not cower before the drumbeat of human progress. Though the song of yesterday fades into the challenge of tomorrow, God still watches and judges us. Evil lurks in the data links, as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Blessed Struggle.
This gets us network node, which is a increase your labs and allows you to study alien artifacts.
It is every citizen's final duty to go into the tanks and to become one with all the people. Chairman Shen Jiyang. Ethics for tomorrow.
It's every citizen's final duty. There's no quote bit for that you can see. You just have to... You only get that on your first build of a recycle tank. But yes, the so the recycling tanks are extremely... They give you 111 on everything, but, you know, it is every citizen's final duty to go into the tanks. This is like the first thing you want to build because it makes your center square tile a +1 on all. Makes it build a lot easier. Here we're going to want to go ahead and build a colony pod, and then we're just going to pick one of these 3 and go into it. I think we're going to go human genome because that gives you a talent at each base. +1 talent at every base. Talents are prosperous, highly educated citizens, your intellectual elite. Talents are created as a high, favorable social conditions and the diversity of energy, diverting energy to psych. As long as the base has as many talents as drones, no drone riots will occur. Having +1 talent at every base makes it super hard for a drone riot to happen. You might wonder, what is a drone? Drone are disconnected citizens that appear as a relative population predator and other social forces. They will riot if there's a bunch of them there. There are a number of ways of dealing with them, but none of them good. So we want this colony pod. So I think we're going to build our second base at the monolith square here that H is sitting at, and then our third base up be down here by this little spot. Okay.
Request confirmation.
So you can see down here there's 6 pips of 10. If I want to go ahead and hurry it, I know that it costs 25 energy credits to hurry. I could go ahead and make a partial payment of 12. One of the expansion pack packages. Yes, there's an expansion pack for this game. Alien Crossfire. It's not as interesting. There's 7 more factions, but only like 2 or 3 of them are like, only like 2 of them really are, 2 or 3 are written as well as the base game factions. So here we spend 12 to hurry it. If you hurry it fully, it's useless because it's going to happen next turn anyway. So you always want to hurry to 1 turn. Expansion factions are a bit more caricature. Yeah, there's only like 2 of them that I ever think of as like
production complete.
Real, not real, but like as in depth. All right, so we want to go ahead and go for a Human Genome Project.
Project initiated.
And you can see the
insufficient energy.
3,200. It's going to take us 1,000,000 years to do this, but that's what we're doing. Yep, and it does say this is a good spot for base 2. I'm going to go with move unit here. Alright, and we've explored our whole island, everybody. This is a map of planet, so, like, this is just how it is.
Our first challenge is to create an entire economic infrastructure from top to bottom out of whole cloth. No gradual evolution from previous economic systems is possible because there is no previous economic system. Each interdependent piece must be materialized simultaneously and in perfect working order. Otherwise, the system will crash out before it ever gets off the ground. CEO Nwabudu K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
Alright, so this unlocks free market.
Turn complete.
You're talking about like these squares here? Like how we have rocky and arid, and then we have the moist rain side of the hills. Again, what Morgan says there about jumping on a new planet is not technically incorrect. In the sense of, like, there's literally no infrastructure to start with. We kind of have to create economy from nothing. But also, Morgan, you know, hell yeah, resources exist to be consumed. Santiago's having a good day, University's having a good day. We're middle of the pack, flat middle. So, see how that lands. Yeah, we're on human genome. Why would you be there? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, here we go. Slio 2's perch. Colonel Santiago found their second base on turn 4. Because, you know. Default names, every single city has every faction has their own set of default names, going through like 50 or something like that. It's, you know, they're all different based on the faction. We are not going to build a scout patrol. We're going to go ahead and build a recycling tank. So here we have that 222 monolith. We're going to definitely want kind of like a former over here because the city really sucks. AI going by the rules, or do they get to cheat? Depends on difficulty, I think. We're on talent, which is difficulty 3, which I think is just basic. I think everyone's like just sort of playing on that level. Though I could be wrong. I don't know the AI. Yeah, all the food. We can make a giant base here. I love copters in this game. Ooh. We actually are getting the interludes. Yes. Walking alone through the corridors of Slio 1's landing, you skim the security reports on recent attacks by the horrific native mind worms. Giant swarms, or boils, of these modeled 10-centimeter nightmares have reeled out of the fungal beds of late. Now threaten to overwhelm base perimeter in several sectors. Victims are paralyzed with psi-inducing terror, and experience an unimaginable excruciating death as the worms burrow in the brain, implant a ravenous larva. Ugh. Like, only the most disciplined security squads can overcome their fear long enough to trigger the flame guns which keep the worms at bay. Clearly, you have to tend more carefully to the morale of the troops. Furthermore, since terror and surprise increase human casualties dramatically in these encounters, it will be important to strike first when mind worms boils are detected. You consider ordering some former detachments to construct sensors near vulnerable bases to aid such efforts.
Turn complete.
So yeah, only a little messed up. Where's base? We're gonna have, it looks like, 7 bases on this island. One near like the top of the...
Turn complete.
Oop. Planet pearls retrieved from husks. Energy increased by energy credits increased by 10. So right now we're not doing a lot because we're just sort of having the our main base do the Human Genome Project, which is a really important one. I'm gonna need to go into military so I can get doctrine. God, I think military and build, or I'm gonna have to. Hold on one. All right, menu. We want set research priorities. I think we want build. Oh, there is right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and move unit. There's a little connection there. Other thing I was going to look at in HQ. Social engineering. Social engineering, you expound the vision of your future utopia. Choices you make here have wide-ranging effects during the game. You can set your society, you have great strength in a particular area, but beware of the weaknesses you may create. So, our starting politics are just frontier politics. There aren't any. We just got here. There's no room for political differences on day one of landing on new planet. Economics is simple. We don't yet have a large enough society for this. Values: serve, don't die. Just don't die. And we have our base ones. As the Gaians, we get +2 efficiency, +1 planet, -1 morale, and -1 police. Yeah.
Indigenous life forms.
Oh no, am I gonna lose? Okay.
Production complete.
Alright, I think we want one former down here. Actually, no. We want... I don't know, but I've been told. Energy banks are just economy at bank. Base by 50%. One former would be nice. Getting the prototype synth metal garrison all the way would also be nice. This is the building that's probably going to have all of my next cities pop out of because it has a very quick growth. We'll go ahead and get a synth metal garrison here. Forest expands.
Indigenous life forms.
Now let's get these worms.
Once a man has changed the relationship between himself and his environment, he cannot return to the blissful ignorance he left. Motion of necessity involves a change in perspective. Commissioner Pravin Lal, A Social History of Planet.
Alright. So we now have access to Command Center, which basically just says anything built out of this gets morale upgrades. It heals more too, but whatever. And we have Jeep. I love the Jeep. Here's our different, here's our different starts. We have Jeep, or we have infantry, we have Jeep, we have boat. But then things start getting wild, where we get cruiser, operational, or grav ship, or hover tank, or just a damn missile, or the most powerful unit in the universe. That's right, it's a copter. I love copters so much. Would you like to see the units they're proposing?
Production complete.
Alright, so we want to build... I think here is going to be a... This is definitely a city spot down here. Maybe like here, maybe? And no longer want a Sentinel Garrison out of here. I want a... So I could go ahead and workshop and go ahead and make a speed rover colony pod. It does change the cost. This is 30 units. If I go ahead and change this, it becomes 80 units. We can also go ahead and give it shielding, so it becomes double 60. So, usually your colony pods are like, you know, tiny, because you don't care about that armor since they're going to live for 1 minute.
Insufficient energy.
Alright, Human Genome Project's coming along. This seems like a suitable spot. Just mentally placing bases. Yeah, right now the big thing is we're on an island, so we want to rush. I want to run into other factions, so we want to get you know, C units very quickly here. Of course, we can't like directly.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Insufficient energy.
8 turns. Let's go ahead and make partial payment of 175. Whatever. Money's meant to be spent. Is there a place where you can reach both those mineral resources? Not both of these in one, because it's a 2... It's like this is the setup. No matter what these two are, cannot be accessed by the same base. Which means, like, I think I want one base here, then one base, like, here. That's a little close to... Yeah, that has a little bit of overlap with Slyo 1. Maybe here?
Production complete.
Alright. I think this is gonna cause the stream to break. We'll see.
To map the very stuff of life. To
Alright. Yep, okay, that caused everything to break. One moment. You can hear, yeah, so those come up in, those change the resolution from 16 to 9 to 530 by 4, like, just, it literally, resolution changes my screen. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull up the video for that one.
To map the very stuff of life. To look into the genetic mirror and watch a million generations march past. That, friends, is both our curse and our proudest achievement. For it is in reaching to our beginnings that we begin to learn who we truly are. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, address to the faculty.
Okay, so let me get everything back placed where it was. And Human Genome Project, +1 talent at every base. And it does have the quote down here. Hold on. So yeah, those work just fine on like my end. but they literally are like resolution changing everything. So it moves every window on my end, and it doesn't. It's a new window as well. Funny thing, we don't leave the solar system before finishing the Human Genome Project. Yeah, I mean, it's #1 on here. Alright. Lady Engineers complete Planet's first secret project, the Human Genome Project. So, now we have a talent at our base. And this is just like a freebie. You can change what the talent does. Here. Having a talent opposes a drone if they exist. Yeah. Next up. Do we just want... I think I just want to have this base go in on everything, all the early secret projects. These are the base 3. Usually, you usually aren't getting all 3, but we'll see what we can do.
Project initiated.
Now, where do I want this base located? So I think it's here and here. I think there's fine.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
I'm building a colony pod out of this base, game. It's fine. They'll have a colony pod next turn. It's okay.
Production complete.
They want it on that square? I'll trust you.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
This is just going to be colony pod central for a little while.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Enemy project initiated.
Oh shit. Chairman Yang has authorized the weather paradigm. Okay.
Turn complete.
We don't know Yang exists, but you know, that doesn't matter.
Turn complete. Production complete.
Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make the synth metal. Actually, we'll take the tanks first. We already have a unit there. That's too close. I think I want... here.
Turn complete.
Alright, this is gonna have to take a little while off of its building.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
Again, things just keep moving. Songs of Slide 3. Ooh. You know what? I like that. You can rename cities, so not a problem. Alright, how's merchant exchange going?
Insufficient energy.
12 turns to complete, and that'll be a big boon when it finishes.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
He held his arm too stiffly,
Oh!
and so was thrown back repeatedly, until at last I seized his forearm and snapped it back against itself. His training suffered while the arm healed, of course, but I felt this was a lesson he must learn early, and well. Spartan Kell, honing the key.
Okay. Alright. Thank goodness. We now can build foils. So... I want to talk about doctrine flexibility in a more specific manner of somebody in a sparring, being too tense with their arm and just getting, whoop. Seed formers, colony pod. And transport foil. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move over to, now that I'm off, I don't need Conquer anymore, we're gonna go build Explore for a little bit.
Turn complete.
Once this is done with the merchant exchange, I think we'll swap off. You can actually swap off network node and build us a... We'll retool. We'll lose 6 minerals, but that's okay. So we're gonna get the synth metal coastal, and that's gonna be just our... We're gonna go wild. Can you rename custom unit? Yeah, you can rename a lot of things. Oh, you can queue things. We haven't been doing that, but you can. How does this base look? Alright, it'll look a lot better with those recycling tanks. That's for damn sure.
Production complete.
Hey! Lady Deirdre, founder of the Gaian Naval Corps. Of course, this is the first combat ship of the planet. We actually are the first to have naval power. Damn. So now we can have sea formers. We can also make a pressure dome. So a pressure dome here is a recycling tank, but it also allows the base to survive underwater. Yeah, you saw our boat, right? That's what it looked like, right? Alright, merchant exchange, are you done yet?
Insufficient energy.
No, okay. Alright, let's just go straight east.
Invalid base site.
Oh, I can't build on Xenofungus. Hold on. Do I want to build then? If I build here, I'm overlapping with Slyo 1. If I build here, I'm kind of a crap base. Yeah, I guess we go with the north one. It's a little bit more of a crapshoot because it's a little too water intensive, but we do have sea formers and things now, so it's not as bad. If we didn't have the sea former stuff, that'd be pretty bad. Anyway.
Turn complete. Request confirmation.
124, we'll make partial payment. 1/4 out of that is 31 1. So we want to go 93. That gets to 1 turn.
Project complete.
Alright, hold on. We gotta... Oh, God. Oh, no, it moved screens. It moved over to my other monitor. Alright, hold on. I don't know how to fix this. Is that lookable? Hopefully that's viewable on your end and not terrible. Alright, what one was that one? That was the merchant. Okay, PM looks fine, good. Okay, merchant exchange.
Human behavior is economic behavior. The particulars may vary, but competition for limited resources remains a constant. Need as well as greed have followed us to the stars, and the rewards of wealth still await those wise enough to recognize this deep thrumming of our common pulse. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
You might think, are they all really that low quality? The answer's yeah. This game's like, as far as like visually, this game's a little old. Micro Pros and all that. And then all I need to do is move. I need to be able to see chat. That's the last thing I need to switch before I open up the... Okay. +1 energy at every base in this square in this base. So you can see, look at this. We are making big money, big cash. That's 14 surplus energy, which is effectively just like straight like into money. So means that our economic, that's probably good. Here we can see where energy allocation is going. We have 50% going to economy, 50% going to labs. Can I affect that here? No. That'd be later. We could try to race down the weather paradigm. Yeah, I think all the ones I'm looking at are uploaded from quite a while ago. Anyway, but they're also like literal .move files that are 500 by 300. Like, you know, they're pretty low. All right, I'm gonna try for weather paradigm.
Initiated.
We might not be able to beat Yang to it. But hell if we're not gonna try on it. So.
Indigenous life forms. Combat report.
Okay, this base now wants just a former, I think.
Production complete.
Alright, so now we have a transport foil. I'm gonna set you to...
Indigenous life form.
Oh crap.
Indigenous life form. life form.
Hey, Isle of the Deep captured.
Indigenous life form.
Hey, Isle of the Deep captured.
Indigenous life form.
Crap.
Production complete.
You can hold one turn there.
Pod recovered.
Ooh, kelp farm.
Indigenous life form.
Okay. That was weird. The game popped out there for just a moment.
Pod recovered.
Ooh, Centauri B is approaching perihelion.
If you can discover a better way of life than office holding for your future rulers, a well-governed city becomes a possibility. For only in such a state will those rule who are truly rich, not in gold, but in the wealth that makes happiness, a good and wise life. Plato, The Republic, data links.
Okay, so in addition to our 7 characters, we are still gonna have Plato's Republic quotes in here, you know. Just not read by Leonard Nimoy. Anyway, we get recreational commons. These are your first way of dealing with drone riots if you have problems with that. Deirdre, this is more of an issue in some of the more combat, military-heavy societies. It also is on the way to a lot of other bits.
Enemy project initiated.
Alright, Lal's trying the weather paradigm. Nice try, jerks. How long do I need to hurry this?
Energy.
Alright. Oh shit! Oh no! Well... Can you just rush wonders? Yeah. I can just spend credits on wonders if I really want it.
Production complete.
Nearing completion
Insufficient
means I would need the credits to rush this, but I used the last of my credits to rush my previous one. That's okay. We'll keep it on there, but I think that means like we're about to lose it in a turn, so...
Indigenous life form.
Well, and there it is. I shall not confront planet as an enemy. Weather paradigm is on Hive's side.
New orders needed.
Yes, I'll need to change orders on that. One moment. What that does mean is I have another video to show you. Weather paradigm, weather paradigm.
I shall not confront planet as an enemy, but shall accept its mysteries as gifts to be cherished. Nor shall I crudely seek to peel the layers away like the skin from an onion. Instead, I shall gather them together as the tree gathers the breeze. The wind shall blow and I shall bend. The sky shall open and I shall drink my fill. Gaian Acolyte's Prayer.
And that one being much, like, more telling for our faction. Alright, weather paradigm needs to change, but I'm not gonna. This sucks. God, 47 minerals will be lost. So, some of the early, like, again, that one and some of the early clips are, like, very... That one's very generic and telling you something you kind of already know about Deirdre, but some of them are so goddamn good. We must descent. Yeah, let's just build the damn network node. Fine, whatever. Partial payment of 31, so we can get the damn thing built. I just want the labs bonus at this point. And you...
I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. Deidre's got a network node. Deidre's got a network node. Likes to press the on-off switch. Likes to press the on-off switch. Dig that crazy guy on witch. Dig that crazy guy on witch. Spartan, barracks, march. Yes, sir.
Love that one. Why does he have the option to work on a gallery computer wonder? I could let it sit on that wonder until a new one appears, then retool over to it and keep progress. But yeah. I love, I don't know, but I've been told Deirdre's got a network node. Likes to flip the on-off switch. Dig that crazy guy in witch. It's great. We get, again, every new building has a little one of those. We don't get the quote for it, but, you know. Let's put an energy bank here as well. Let's just get everything ready and going in this city.
Production complete.
I went ahead and retooled into a network node because I could get it immediately with how much I had built there. Because you can see, like, network nodes take a little bit of time to fill, but definitely worth it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and land on this spot here.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Energy resources.
God damn it!
Production complete.
Oh my god, there's a fleet. You need to stop building units.
Pod recovered.
There we are. Oh god, that's a lot of mine worms. Uh-huh. I'm sure it's fine. Okay.
Production complete.
Well, that's bad. Can we get a scout patrol here? Thank you very much. Can we hurry a scout patrol? 8 credits, please. Thank you very much. And you can stop building formers. And you can start building... sea formers.
Pod recovered.
Events which cause mountains to be raised or torn down, earthquakes, the action of formers, etc., cause climatic changes. Mountains 2,000 m above sea level or higher significantly affect cloud formations and rainfall by trapping moisture carried by prevailing winds. This means areas downwind, in this game east or right, will be drier, and areas upwind, west or left, will be wetter. You can take advantage of this phenomenon by having your formers raise mountains to dry your downwind opponents. That's like literally, you can take offensive action.
Production complete.
Alright, you need to like... Okay, because there was an enemy there, we couldn't be on the good square, and that was really bad. Alright, we're exploring this area here. You're going straight south.
Some vices miss what is right because they are deficient, others because they are excessive in feelings or in actions, while virtue finds and chooses the mean. Aristotle, Nicomachean Ethics, Data Links.
So, this is actually a really strong, building. You get +2 growth, +2 efficiency, and get rid of negative morale modifiers for units built there. Ethical calculus. Oh! We can now social engineering. Okay, so if I want... I can social engineer from frontier to democratic. Paradigm economy! +2 efficiency, +2 growth, -2 support. Support is like how many units you get per base for free. At 0 support, you get 2 free units. Here we get like your starting bases have just a terrible time. I'm not certain we can switch to this yet. Slide 2's perch would probably explode, but as long as we can work around that drawback, quite powerful for us.
Indigenous life.
We're dead as shit. We're dead as shit. We're dead as shit.
Life is merely an orderly decay of energy states, and survival requires the continual discovery of new energy to pump into the system. He who controls the sources of energy controls the means of survival. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
Thanks, Morgan. Alright, we can go ahead and build our creche. Oh, speaking of which, hold on. We have a drone. So we have one drone versus our one talent here. So we are even there. The talent cancels out the drone.
Pod recovered. Production complete.
Alright, you've got a network node. That's not really that useful to mow. We need... Oh! Is this civilization?
Pod recovered. recovered. Energy resources.
Please don't make this attack, you will die.
Production complete.
Okay. Hey! Oh, well, sure. Hello. Feel like no Civilization or Alpha Centauri type game that came after this really managed to capture even the blurbs that play after research and such. Again, the fact that, like, yes, there are factions who are more jerks or set up with literal authoritarian regimes, literally called the despot in Shenji Yang's position. But, like, they're all presented as, like, choices for a new world. And, like, that's the part that's, and it's like, okay, like, it's legitimate. Like, it's so, I don't know, that's what makes it so such interesting writing to me. Anyway, let's talk to Morgan. I'm pretty happy with that. I remain CEO Morgan of the Morganites. And bioscan. Infiltration, inactive, might, pathetic. Really wish I knew why you were asking about that. Early enough, I think I'm fine with this, as long as it's not a Pact of Brotherhood. So this opens up trade. Morgan wants this. Yeah, our new treaty with the Morganites opens its door for trade and commerce. Morgan wants this super badly, because one of Morgan's strengths is trade agreements. Treaties impact with progenitor factions have no effect on commerce. Don't know what that means. I have a proposal to make. I desire access to your research data. You but name your price. Knowledge is power, as the saying goes. That can be blocked dearly. Now you have to be careful here. Sometimes you'll say, "I want tech. I'll give you whatever," and they'll do the reverse. They'll be like, "Well, I'll give you $100 for your tech," and you can like fall into the hole. Planetary networks in exchange for 100 energy credits. Yeah, that sounds fine.
If our society seems more nihilistic than that of previous eras, perhaps this is simply a sign of our maturity as a sentient species. As our collective consciousness expands beyond a crucial point, we are at last ready to accept life's fundamental truth, that life's only purpose is life itself. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
You're gonna give me planetary networks for $100, I'll take it, is what I'm saying. This gives us the virtual world. Virtual world effectively turns your network nodes into hologram theaters, which reduce your drones hugely. Basically means you'll never have drone problems. There's a number of these, by the way, that are just for building down on drone problems. +1 talent at every base prevents drone riots. Virtual world means network nodes prevent drone riots. There's a number of these that are all kind of like that similar vein. Anyway, there's a probe team. They can go into bases and steal tech. They can steal. They can steal anything that you want as long as you got the rubies. Friend. I don't know. I turned into a Morshu right at the end there. Oh, we also have a new economic policy, so we can change from simple to planned. If we want to go into the data links, we are finished here. So we want to go into societal models. So democracy, which one we have? It's democracy. Citizens participate in government and forego oppression and stability confers in favor of growth and efficiency. But citizens remain suspicious of large military deployments, and civilian oversight creates large military bureaucracies. So military support costs increase. Our planned economics, here. Semi-market economy kept in check by fierce governmental regulation. Planned economics promote stable industrial population growth but sacrifice efficiency. So we're pointing at what we're going to put our economy at. We lose 2 efficiency. Let me go ahead and actually take a look at how bad that would be for us. Social engineering planned. So we lose 2 efficiency, but we already had 2 efficiency to start with. So we're effectively giving up that 2 efficiency for 2 growth and 1 industry, which we could then make up with democratic, getting even more growth and getting back our. But then we're at -2 support. Right now the efficiency. Efficiency is a kind of weird one. Let me pull up the data links. I think that'll have a better explanation than me. Efficiency is how much waste you have on your energy consumption. Economic paralysis, paradigm economy. Alright, well this is Morgan. Actually, let me... I don't think I have that. Oh no, I do have that. 386 down in the corner. Is that worth it? It might have been worth it. Honestly, money for tech is worth it every single time. I'll say yes. I'm not gonna pact immediately with somebody I don't know what they want. Yeah, 200 energy credits.
The genetic code does not and cannot specify the nature and position of every capillary in the body or every neuron in the brain. What it can do is describe the underlying fractal pattern which creates them. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, Nonlinear Genetics.
Yeah, if your familiarity is like Civ 3 and further, that's where you're gonna see the weird stuff in this. Okay, whatever. Morgan seems like Morgan's got some.
Initiated.
Lal is starting the virtual world.
Proper care and education for our children remains a cornerstone of our...
Oh, I should not have. You can't redo those. Whoops. My bad. I'm sniping virtual world.
Initiated. Production complete.
Alright, we got a C former over here. So C former, do the C former thing.
recovered.
Ooh, alright.
Production complete.
No, no, no. That's not where that one goes. It's a nice spot, but it's not the plan.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms.
Move unit this way. Okay, activate unit. So what we're gonna do... Here we are stuck on a whole different planet.
Pod recovered.
Therefore, a wise prince will seek means by which his subjects will always, and in every possible condition of things, have need of his government, and then they will always be faithful to him. Niccolo Machiavelli, The Prince, Data Links.
Okay, this gives us access to the Command Nexus, which is a free command center at every base, which is +2 morale and such to all your units built there. And this gives you base multipliers. I guess also lets us go into police state. Police state uses oppression to keep citizens in line, allow their leaders great power of military decisions. Oppression type also decreases economic efficiency. We're good. We want to go build Discover. You want here?
Nutrient resources.
Yo, datapod, datapod.
Scientific theories are judged by the coherence they lend to our natural experience and the simplicity with which they do so. The grand principle of the heavens balances on the razor's edge of truth. Commissioner Pravin Lal, A History of Science.
Sweet. So this is our first weapons upgrade. We now have laser gun, laser squad, laser recon.
Enemy project initiated.
I'm gonna go with Command Nexus. Actually, no. I think if I want one of these two, I want network nodes, get rid of drone riots, because network nodes are something I'm gonna have a lot of.
Nutrient resources.
Sister Miriam is on the Command Nexus.
Pod recovered.
Material pod allows our colony pod to finish next turn. Good.
Production complete.
Alright, you want to go... Alright, I think Slio 5 is going to be way out in the middle of nowhere here. First thing we want is recycle. You definitely need to hold there. And you get back to this base just to heal up.
Production complete.
You... I think you want a former? No, we already have formers down here. Let's do a laser skim ship out of this base.
Turn complete.
But yeah, so the game falls into an obvious Civ. One day at a time, you can just kind of keep going for an eternity very quickly. And I love it.
Turn complete.
Alright. Title harness. Alright,
Turn
square.
Enemy project initiated.
God, everyone's on the command nexus. One moment.
Turn complete.
Okay, where do we want to... Do I want you to go pick up a unit? Do I have a unit to pick up anywhere? Not really. Mostly just want to... I need to know where people are at. Okay, I'm not gonna keep asking there. You can, but they can start getting annoyed at you just asking too many things. So...
Indigenous life forms.
Just build a synth metal garrison here, it'll be fine.
Indigenous life forms.
No!
Turn complete. Enemy project initiated.
Zakharov is now doing the virtual
Production
world.
complete.
You need to stop building a colony pod. You need, like, a farmer? No, I want to know who's on this
Drone
island.
riots.
Shit, drone riots. Ah, hell, drone riots. Uh-oh.
Drone riots.
Drone riots. Yeah, okay, fine. So we get a grandpa here, and the grandpa will deal with drone riots for now. Once the virtual world finishes, yes, drone riots, it will deal with the drone riots.
Drone riots.
Shit. Oh no. Now we're at hunger.
Drone riots. Production complete. Resource shortfall.
Yeah, we're in a resource shortfall, I know. But we're no longer drone rioting.
Insufficient energy.
Give me I need that virtual project finished quick.
Technological advance is an inherently iterative process. One does not simply take sand from the beach and produce a data probe. We use crude tools to fashion better tools, and then our better tools to fashion more precise tools, and so on. Each minor refinement is a step in the process, and all of the steps must be taken. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
Hey, Loon, yeah, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is in my top 5. I love this game. Okay, so that gives us access to bombards. We have these special abilities we'll be able to implement. Yeah, this is the GOG version with a patch called Prax here, which allows me control over resolution things. The movies that play don't work still because they change the they still play, but the movies, like when you finish a project, will change the screen resolution to like 400 by 300 and get a little wonky. But for the most part, yeah, it works. Okay, so we're gonna be able to, next turn, our drone riots are going to be over because the virtual world is going to finish, and what the virtual world is going to do is it's going to turn our network node into a network node plus a hologram theater, which is just -2 drones. And then we won't have hunger, and then we won't have problems. If I invent Fortnite, then everyone would be too busy gaming to riot. Basically, yes. Cancel orders. I want you back at this. Alright, you need to start looking around this area.
Project complete.
Okay, so virtual world is gonna finish. I'm gonna, like, just quick fit, so here's the...
What?
Yep, that opened it in the wrong window here, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and adjust as needed. But that was the virtual world, so let me pull up the virtual world on our list here. Okay. Yeah, these are uploaded in 2006. So, here we are. All right.
What do I care for your suffering? Pain, even agony, is no more than information before the senses, data fed to the computer of the mind. The lesson is simple. You have received the information. Now act on it. Take control of the input, and you shall become master of the output. Chairman Shen Jiyang, SS on Mind and Matter.
I love that one because it's like it's like our buddy is hanging out in a hell chamber. And it's like, oh no, it's actually fine. There are no problems here. So, network nodes counters hologram theaters, reduce drones by 2, and increase psych output.
Resource
So,
shortfall.
finally, it's funny I'm on eco damage 1 as Deirdre. I guess I'm doing a little too heavy forming. That's fine.
Production complete.
Oh, hold on. This is... There we go. That should look a little better for you. I just realized that wasn't full screen. Okay, so I want... My goodness. Give me that square, please. Damn. You already have... Are we going to be able to beat anybody to the command nexus? I think 3 different factions are working on that one right now. We need to find the other God, New Sargos is just full up over here, huh? We only have one of the faction. We only have Morgan, and Morgan's in, like, really bad shape if we look at the little info bars. Morgan has the most wealth, but is basically... We have tech. We have tech because Morgan gave us tech. That's nice of Morgan, thanks. Okay, this will be finished next turn. We can... I guess we can start moving it west. I'm completely ignoring, like, distance between our there are a number of mechanics at play. We're just rolling around. It's fine. Oh, we had landfall over here. Go south, please. Crap. Go north, please. Well,
Production complete.
that didn't work. Okay. Well, let's go check out this land over here, shall we? Oh! Or maybe it's somebody else's land. Now we got Brother Lau, Peacekeepers on Channel 2. Beware defending humanitarian principles in the original UN Charter. I must caution you, my energy is an advanced recon rover, 212. My forces are practically invincible. Alright. You've been accused of spreading tree-crazy prattle, and among many of my followers itch for a military solution. Will you share your files on industrial economics to sign a good faith? No thanks. Do your own research, Lal. Okay. Well then. So you've chosen death. Just straight vendetta from Lal, huh?
Production complete.
While I'm watching you lose a fight. It's fine. There's not a problem here. I don't know what you're talking about. Brother Lau has pronounced vendetta upon you and your faction. You just tend to your defenses. May want to switch one of your bases to conquer mode. Lau is, again, he's the peacekeeping forces. He definitely is not like, opposed to, like, Deirdre's the most pacifist. It's like Deirdre, Zakharov, Lao, I think, in order from bottom up. But Lao will go to war. No, Lao might actually be higher. Like, Lao will go to war over anyone breaking the UN Charter. This is not like, Lao represents the UN, which does not say peace at all times. Anyway, we're gonna go take the UN headquarters then. Well, this transport foil just became a laser squad. And this, I'm sorry, you were on stockpiling energy?
Project initiated.
We'll initiate the command nexus. I don't think we'll get it, but Yang is at war already too.
Production complete.
Well, let's
Request confirmation.
So this recon speeder will be done in 7 turns over 90. That's like 78. Maybe a little overpaid there.
Bot recovered. Indigenous life form. Production complete.
I'm sorry.
Insufficient energy.
The hell'd you come from?
Nutrient resources. Production complete.
All right. We are shifting our building at this point. I don't know if we can get the command nexus in time. This probably needs to go towards more military needs. Though getting the command nexus would be a really good wing here. And here. Okay.
Indigenous life forms.
It's fine, actually.
Combat report.
Let's get you over to this base, please.
Perhaps a careful review of your options is in order.
Perhaps a careful review of your options. Maybe don't do a really dumb move like attacking at 1/3 capacity. That'd be kind of dumb, wouldn't it?
Production complete. Insufficient energy.
I'm now a lot more interested in this command nexus. Oh, hey, Morgan. You want 55 energy credits to be able to talk with Zakharov. Okay. Believers are gonna get command nexus. That's fine. Let's see if maybe we can go ahead and get some... Doctrine loyalty for optical computers. So I can do this 1-for-1 with Zakharov like 2 or 3 times, is kind of the thing. It's a hard question because handing off Doctrine loyalty is handing off naval power.
We have reached an informational threshold which can only be crossed by harnessing the speed of light directly. The quickest computations require the fastest possible particles moving along the shortest paths. Since the capability now exists to take our information directly from photons traveling molecular distances, the final act of the information revolution will soon be upon us. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Yeah, treaty sounds good. Okay, I think that'll be fine. And there's the command nexus.
New orders needed.
That's fine, you're gonna sit on the command nexus for a little while.
New orders needed.
Nope, it's fine. There's no problem here.
New orders needed.
Nope, it's fine.
Man's unfailing capacity to believe what he prefers to be true, rather than what the evidence shows to be likely and possible, has always astounded me. We long for a caring universe which will save us from our childish mistakes. And in the face of mountains of evidence to the contrary, we will pin all our hopes on the slimmest of doubts. God has not been proven not to exist. Therefore, he must exist. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Okay, so now I can turn over Command Nexus to Citizens Defense Force.
Project initiated.
Oh, also, Citizens... I'll play Command Nexus when we go ahead and do, get this one as well.
Production complete.
Okay, I think next up we probably just want a former out here. This gets to sit while it's healing.
Production complete.
You've got recycling tanks. You probably want...
Unit lacks required ability.
I always like that one. Comlink. Morgan. I have this nice map of university territory which in exchange for information on intellect. No, thank you. Anyway. Okay. So this is all of Morgan. We've set up a Pact of Brotherhood with Morgan. And this down here is the university. They've got university, mirror lab, monitoring station, and Oketra, these new ones here. They're a little too closely built. Zoloto here has some problems. Yang seems to be going to the moon. I don't know who Yang's fighting, but we are might feeble. Whatever, when we start fighting the UN headquarters, that's going to change pretty significantly, I feel.
Enemy project initiated.
Alright, you need to change to...
Production complete.
Okay.
Production complete.
Ah, crap. Well, whatever. Get... You are, as always, the most tree-crazy of us all, and your followers the most eco-daft. Pay me 100 credits, I shall give you... Nah, that's nice. You are in no position to be making demands. Oh, sorry. We need to blow you up a little more with the... Oh, you got a boat in there. Uh-oh. Alright, well...
Production complete.
Okay. We'll move you. this position here.
Combat report.
That's not great.
Production complete. Combat report.
All right. Lyle's forces seem to have, they're not doing anything to us, but we're not really able to do anything against them. That's a bit of a pain. Oh. All right. Citizens Defense Force finishes in 5. We can finish that at 160, 158. All right.
Project complete.
As the writhing, teeming.
All right. All right, so we're going to go pull up 2 different videos here. So we want the Command Nexus and the Citizens Defense Force. So we did not get the Command Nexus, but that's okay.
Information. The first principle of warfare must form the foundation of all your efforts. Know, of course, thine enemy, but in knowing him, do not forget above all to know thyself. The commander who embraces this totality of battle shall win, even with the inferior force. Spartan Battle Manual.
Alright, and then we want Citizens Defense Force.
As the writhing, teeming mass of mineworms swarmed over the outer perimeter, we saw the defenders recoil in horror. "Stay calm. Use your flame guns," shouted the commander, but to no avail. It is well known that the mind-worm boil uses psychic terror to paralyze its
Oh my god, it's like...
prey, and then carefully implants ravenous larvae in the brains of its still conscious victims. Even with the best weapons, only the most disciplined troops can resist this horrific attack. Lady Deidre Sky.
There has to be a higher quality on this one, hold on. $15 years ago.
As the writhing, teeming mass of mineworms swarmed over the outer perimeter, we saw the defenders recoil in horror. "Stay calm. Use your flame guns," shouted the commander, but to no avail. It is well known that the mind-worm boil uses psychic terror to paralyze its prey, and then carefully implants ravenous larvae in the brains of its still conscious victims. Even with the best weapons, only the most disciplined troops can resist this horrific attack. Lady Deidre Sky, Our Secret War.
Okay. A little better quality there. So this is a perimeter defense at all bases, which is what's actually making it so hard for us to
The
be.
wicked have told me of things that delight them, but not such things as your law has to tell. St. Augustine, Confessions, Data Links.
Planetary data links is a funny one because it's a very come from behind. It's not one that I'm super interested in. All right. Yeah, you know what? -2 probe when I'm on an island like this just sounds free. Yeah. And let's go conquer flat, please. Thank you.
Enemy project initiated.
Lal is, yep, sure. All right. Let's try. What do we want to do here? This is where almost all my labs is coming from, which is why I keep going for bonuses on it. This should probably be making...
Indigenous life forms.
Okay, so what I need to do is I need to pick up this. We can't attack UN headquarters because it's too heavily defended, but UN Information Agency could be... much cleaner. A target.
Production complete.
I thought I had queued up the...
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
Terrifying.
Combat units only.
Yep, okay, that's what I thought. That's why I got off. Oh, Yo, what the fuck? Alright. These in the center, no, I honestly should grab them with, like, the next ship that comes through. It's more that I've been, like, mentally at war the moment I saw our buddy here, and we haven't been able to, like, do anything in Sargosa. You need to get off a speeder build, and you need another skim ship. And you can like stop with a network node, and you can buy up a defensive unit. Actually, no, you can. You should probably go home.
Enemy project initiated.
Heatwave and Sly One's Landing. Oh my god.
Production complete.
I'm sorry, how many? You know, just wondering how many units are in this. Hmm. 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 Well, into the breach. Look, there's no other way but through. I'm not paying you off.
Combat report.
Okay, the game had to think about that one. Alright. Well, we captured all 9 of them.
Pod recovered.
Oh, Sister Miriam. I now style myself Miriam, Sister of the Believers. I have not spoken to Yang.
There are two kinds of scientific progress. The methodical experimentation and categorization which gradually extend the boundaries of knowledge, and the revolutionary leap of genius which redefines and transcends those boundaries. Acknowledging our debt to the former, we yearn nonetheless for the latter. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, addressed to the faculty.
Yeah, alright. This should turn the corner. Engineers are prosing. Impact skim ship. Yeah, impact squad. Yeah, impact rover. Yeah, impact battery. Yeah, impact speeder. Yeah. No, I don't care for your. You're like 500 million miles away from you. I'm not gonna bother. Like you have a ship just hanging out here. Morgan. Oh, yeah. I can hand comm frequencies off for energy credits. Industrial automation, half my cash, sure.
In the borehole pressure mines 100 kilometers beneath planet's surface, at the Mohorovičić discontinuity where crust gives way to mantle, temperatures often reach levels well in excess of 1,000 degrees Celsius. Exploitation of planet's resources under such brutal conditions has required quantum advances in robotic and teleoperational technology. Morgan Industries Limited, Annual Report.
So this unlocks the strongest unit in the game. Which does not look like the strongest unit in the game because it doesn't do anything combat-wise, but it's the supply crawler here. Supply crawlers are a buildable unit that you can plop on a tile and have that tile be active for your base. This gives you access to the strongest resources available to you without needing to necessarily build, maybe a city in a poor position or, things like that. So you can just, put down a supply crawler. Planetary transit system. Yeah, you're right. You just want to build more pop without any drawbacks of that slow down pop? Yeah. It is just a unit that is a population. And you get to choose where it goes. It's an incredible unit. Oh, well, let me check how wealth works for us. We can't take -2 morale right now. Some point we could probably take planned. Another proposal. Calm frequency. Do you have Yang? Calm proposal. Zakharov. Speaking of the human brain, for now that's out of the question. That information is confidential. $2 credits a year for 100 years. That'd be broken in every 4 exam I can think of? Yes. Yes. It's exactly as broken as you think it is. Yeah, we're doing fine. We have, heavy research, so you're gonna be a fine friend. I desire comlink frequency for Yang. You don't have that either. Damn.
Some civilian workers got in among the research patients today and became so hysterical I felt compelled to have them nerve stapled. The consequence, of course, will be another public relations nightmare. But I was severely shaken by the extent of their revulsion towards a project so vital to our survival. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the personal diary.
Some civilians saw my research and it went so wild I literally had to nerve staple them. Weird. Incredible. I'd build supply crawlers right now to start things up, but the problem is, we kind of have a war going on.
Production complete.
Oh, shit. Oh my god. Shall I upgrade all... Okay.
At atrociously high energy states, the properties of matter change subtly and new miracles become possible. The plasma accretion process is now dangerous and difficult to control, but its products will soon become commonplace in our society. Sister Miriam Godwinson, the Lord works.
Yeah, give me plasma steel armor. They're red now. Oh, also, don't worry about it. I can turn on nerve gas pods. Atrocity. Normal. Hey, Lucy, thanks for the red. We can build with high morale. That's actually a nifty one. I need a transport foil out of this.
Production complete.
I don't know, but I've been told this base needs... I'll build the growth thing first. You need to be building...
Combat report. Indigenous life forms.
You know, if I can transport these mind worms over to
Maximum population reached.
our buddy, that'd be pretty nice.
Indigenous life forms.
Atrocity is a pretty powerful line of text. There's a couple war crimes buttons in this game. Specifically, again, this nerve staple will end a drone riot by taking everyone who rioted and nerve stapling them, which is definitely good sounding and not bad.
Indigenous life forms. Bot recovered. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms.
Oop, hold on. Hey, buddy. I got the perfect place for you to go pick up some units. Ah, okay.
Bot recovered. Project initiated. Production complete. Bot recovered. Bot recovered. Bot recovered. Bot recovered.
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, there's a transport foil, finally. Yeah, you can build another one of these. So you're gonna come on by and pick up these units.
Indigenous life forms.
Kelp expands. Hold. Move home. Move home.
Indigenous life forms.
Okay.
Production complete.
You know, I can't wait until we actually have level 3 armor. Have we built Slyo 9? I think we're at Slyo 5. Okay.
Resource shortfall.
Oh God. We've had to disband a bunch of worms. Okay.
Production complete.
Oh my God. Oh. We're moving on
Fossil
up.
fuels in the last century reached their extreme prices because of their inherent utility. They pack a great deal of potential energy into an extremely efficient packet. If we can but sidestep the 100 million year production process, we can corner this market once again. CEO Nwabudu K. Morgan, strategy session.
God, that gives us Doctrine Air Power next? Oh boy. If I can just have Doctrine Air Power, there isn't a war anymore. Alright.
Production complete.
Okay, so now they've got their upgrade. Let's go ahead and give them a C-former here. Okay.
Request confirmation.
We can hurry this with 11, probably less than 11, but... Alright, let's go do some talking with folks. Hey, Miriam. Yeah, that's fine. Proposal, comlink, yang. No. God, no. There we go. 25 energy crits. Thank you. Yep, now we make that. Fully disclose industrial automation, which is fine because they don't use supply crawlers. It's a bit up there, but that means that like silk steel might be gotten by a friend of ours. I don't want to hand out fossil fuels yet, though.
Important? Yes. Critical? Absolutely. I would go so far as to say that superconducting fiber alone makes our present economy possible. CEO Nwabudu K. Morgan, Morgan Link 3D Vision live interview.
Sadly, Gatling on 5 isn't super useful, but... proposal... Research... Energy credits? Okay. Well...
Production complete.
Yeah, the nerve gas pods are 50% extra damage, but you will be hated by everyone.
Maximum population reached.
All right.
Enemy project initiated.
Oh, hi. Were you aware that my hated enemy, Sister Mary with the Believer, now spends most of her time pounding her cherished Bible? Nah. I'm at war with you, bud. Nope. Okay, you just want... No. No. I'm not finished with you yet. I'm landing 1 million worms off your coast.
Project initiated. Combat report. Combat report.
Oh, looks like they're, the 1 million worms are not faring as expected. That's okay.
Cannot execute order.
Alright. Planetary data links are built by Lau.
Enemy project initiated. Production complete.
That's fine. Alright.
Combat report.
Oh dear. Yeah, 3.9. We need... Okay, more bombardment should help there. Sadly, I was hoping the worms would turn things, but they have enough, like, being able to go on the offensive there and knock the most out was quite useful to them. That's fine, though.
Air power rests at the apex of the first triad of victory, for it combines mobility, flexibility, and initiative. Spartan Battle Manual.
Anyway, we have airplanes now. If we can get MMI... Alright, this skim ship gets to...
Improvement destroyed.
And then you need to switch over to... the prototype, and I think you... are fine. I want a sea colony pod next. We're gonna try to take high commission here.
Improvement destroyed. Pod recovered.
Oh, a pod. Sure. I want a sea colony pod, not a... Oh, I must not have queued that right. You can swap over to...
Production complete. Indigenous life form.
Well...
Indigenous life form.
My spy crawler, no! Convey unit here, please. Convey resource. Oh, that one's not... Oh, well, let's go over to this panel.
Production complete.
What the hell are you doing on probe team? Okay, sure. Yeah, that's the idea behind wanting to bring all those worms over there in the first place, is that worms go off of psi attack, which is just 3-2. Like, with some modifiers. Like, as opposed to, like, okay, planet, here's a defense bonus, here's a entrenched, but, like, there's a bunch of bonuses that squares have just from being there.
Request confirmation.
I want this thing finished, please.
Request confirmation.
I want this finished as well. Hey, Morgan. Morgan, we're... Morgan, I have a pact with you. Just... As part of a pact, you pass each other your maps. Oh, you're mad at me for having a planned economy. Oh, we're never gonna... Whatever.
Project complete.
Alright. So, I think what we're gonna do here, we're gonna quick go watch a couple more of these, and I think that's probably gonna be time for tonight, just because I don't want to go on this forever. So that means I want to pull up... Alpha Centauri, so we had planetary transit system.
As distances vanish and the people can flow freely from place to place, society will cross a psychological specific heat boundary and enter a new state. No longer a solid or liquid, we have become as a vapor and will expand to fill all available space. And like a gas, we shall not be easily contained. Sister Miriam Godwinson, but for the grace of God.
And then, no, that one's for a moment from now. Hold on. The other one that was going on there was data links. Planetary data links. All right.
As the Americans learned so painfully in Earth's final century, free flow of information is the only safeguard against tyranny. The once chained people whose leaders at last lose their grip on information flow will soon burst with freedom and vitality. But the free nation gradually constricting its grip on public discourse has begun its rapid slide into despotism. Beware of he who would deny you access to information, for in his heart he dreams himself your master. Commissioner Pravin Lal, UN Declaration of Rights.
All right, and then I'm gonna pull up one more. We're gonna finish here. Oh my God, I forgot about you know what? We gotta have to do longevity vaccine because it's the best, one of the best ones in the game. Okay. Because I'm not sure if we're going to be continuing doing these, I'm going to pull up two more just to show right now. So consider these a preview.
Hey, get off my land, you peacekeeping son of a...
I plan to live forever, of course. But barring that, I'd settle for a couple thousand years. Even 500 would be pretty nice. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, Morgan Link 3D Vision interview.
That was one of my favorites. I love just the matter of fact. I plan to live forever, but 500 years. I'll take 500 years. All right. And then one of my other favorites for later.
We must descend. We must descend. We must descend. Will we next create false gods to rule over us? How proud we have become, and how blind. Sister Miriam Godwinson, we must descend.
Yeah, so that one is the self-aware colony, which Miriam takes heavy opposition to. But no, I love that video as well. There's a bunch of these. There's another couple dozen, but anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna have to leave off, just for time reasons. But I don't know if continuing fighting Lal is of any use. We're basically just kind of throwing money into a pool. I might have wanted to just taken that peace treaty earlier, but I thought that the worm assault was going to be more effective against the base. But yeah, that said, this is just, I just wanted to finally show off Alpha Centauri. I've been meaning to do this for some time, and I'm glad that it does. It has some problems still on PC, but the GOG version with a couple mods set up allow it to work fairly well. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had a good time with this. Don't know if we'll continue with this or anything like that. I don't have immediate plans like that, but upcoming stream stuff tomorrow, Hollow Knight, Friday, Slay the Spire, Sunday, Mayhem at Battle Network. So, normal things there. Thank you all for joining, everybody. Thank you, Venom Fox, for the sub earlier tonight. Thank you, Lucy, for the raid. Be all had a good time. Have a good night, everybody. Wait, I gotta, if we're gonna leave, I have to do this.
Production complete. Please don't go. The drones need you. They look up to you.